honestly, all it took was that one person to really watch me. And that's something y'all should know, that whenever you're trying to do something, if you're trying to do art, music, anything, bruh, all it takes is that one person. This is your journey. Do what you want with it. And I know what I want to do with it. But yeah. I love y'all. Thanks so much for watching this video. You know, share it to someone who need it, and I hope this video reaches someone that's really in need of some motivation. And let's focus on loving each other more than hating each other. And remember, nobody can defeat you but yourself.
Although my heart may be weak, it's not alone. It's grown with each new experience, and it's found a home with all the friends I've made. I've become part of their heart just as they've become a part of mine.
When I first hit that subscriber goal, 1,000 subscribers, it was almost like a clock went off. Like, there was just instant emotions. I'll never forget it. Was just driving my girlfriend home on the way to pick up my homie so we can go see Spider-Man No Way Home. And I remember at the time I was really close, probably around 990. And I wasn't really thinking about it at the time. I got to her house and she told me, "You're at 1K, you're at 1K." And I was like, what? I looked at her. I was like, let me see. And instantly, like, tears. Straight up tears. Instant emotion. Sobbing. And that's why you see that video where I was like sobbing in the car and everything. And by the way, the comments on that video was just beautiful. And thank you to everybody who congratulated me on the for the 1K sub goal. Thank you to everyone. But in that moment, I instantly thought about my goal for the when I first started my channel. I wanted to hit 1,000 subscribers, right? Cause I was just doing, I started YouTube just to, you know, really help me mentally and try to figure out myself, you know, try to pick up a new skill as well. I had built my PC and everything, trying to figure out how to make videos and stuff like that. And when I made my first video, that's when I knew. I was like, bet, my goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers. And I was thinking about that moment. And I was thinking about what I also wrote in my journal as well. I did tell you guys like on Twitter that I would show y'all what I wrote, or read to y'all what I wrote in my journal at the time too. So hold on, give me a second. Yeah, okay. All right, I found it. This is a very beautiful looking journal. Look at this journal. It's so beautiful, bro. I decided to start writing down things when I don't know, I just didn't want to pay for therapy really, so I needed another form. And so I was like, bet, I'm gonna just try journal writing. And it actually really does help reflecting back to those times when we're just down bad mentally and you're trying to bring yourself up and stuff like that. But I'm getting sidetracked. But journal entry, December 22nd of 2020. So I am here again with you. For some reason, it's hard to come back to myself because it's embarrassment, anger, annoyance with oneself that's hard to deal with. Life can hit you so tough. I hate dealing with my feelings, even through the sadness and depression. I found happiness that I'll strive for. I focus all my energy into skill learning. I've got to the point where I hate being and dealing with sadness and not feeling good enough. One day we'll build a community upon positivity and meet great people. I have a total of 5 videos on YouTube. Wow. Actually, I haven't read it since I wrote this, actually. And I can already feel what I was feeling as I'm writing these words. I've worked and put in a lot of hours into them. Seeing people that love them or supports my channel brings me happiness. I want to die doing what I love. I'm gifted a choice with my very being, and I choose this as my path. I will graduate college soon. I will make it on YouTube soon. I just have to work, build my story. 23 subs feels like a million. I want to make people happy, simple as that. There's something in me that's telling me to do this. I have the heart and soul for this path. I'm gonna go get it. There is wonders in life, and I will go get it, even if I die trying. It's too much pain to not have happiness. Just see the growth from then to now. When you have the mentality, like 23 subscribers feels like a million. The mentality I had back then was so positive. It still is. But I was so strong on the path in the beginning. My heart was burning to do this. And the reason why this is so important to me, and the reason why 1,000 subscribers, it's not even the number, right? It's the fact that I made that goal for myself, and I tried so hard for it, and I made the goal when my mental was just not good at all. Like, I was just so sad, depressed, and just had such bad anxiety. It messed up literally my entire year. I barely accomplished anything for college. I barely accomplished anything. And I had got even more bad news the other day about what's going to happen with my graduation and stuff. I got even more bad news about that. Like, compared to 1,000 people online to 1,000 people in a room, there's a huge difference. 1,000 people supporting you in a room versus online. And when you compare it like that, 1,000 people is a lot. And it could be an overwhelming and scary number for me. But fortunately, it's not. It's more of a really happy feeling. And like I said, it's not the number. It was the engagement from the Cobb crew. You guys, the person watching this video, the person, whoever supporting me in any type of way, you guys literally are my strength. And a few days ago, I had to take a little bit of a break because of certain words that were exchanged from someone. I'm not here to talk about that situation alone, but I want to talk about how important it is to believe in the path that you're going for. Believe in that path so strong, because when the world is stacked up against you, when you have nobody supporting you, nobody on your side, people telling you it's a waste of time, people telling me, oh, it's not gonna go anywhere, you should be doing something else, well, you go ahead and get a job, get a second job, do more, go ahead, make money, do this, why are you doing this stupid thing? You are your biggest supporter. Because I'm lucky to have the people here, all those people, countless comments, supporting me. People even were asking me, were you okay? when I was taking those few days off to really get my mind right. And I realized how lucky I am. But even if I didn't have that support, I am supposed to be my biggest supporter and also my biggest critic as well. I will never, ever release a video that is subpar to me. I know there's somebody out there that's going through it way worse than me, and I want to make their day better. And I'm gonna be strong for that person as that person is being strong for me on this channel. And I just really want to tell you to really, if anyone's out there going after anything, please keep going and don't stop. Seriously, just don't stop and believe in the journey. Be your biggest supporter. It don't care what nobody says. It don't matter what anybody has to say. Cause they don't understand you. They think they know you. They think they understand the work that you have to put in for whatever you're trying to do. They think they understand it, but they don't. They not sitting here behind the desk putting in the work. They not like sitting here drawing. They're not sitting here studying behind the book. They're not putting in that type of work. Don't even worry about the people that ain't never did it. That they ain't never did it. There's people that tried and failed and then try to bring you down. Or they think there's a certain way to do something. This world is different now. You can monetize anything. And don't defeat yourself. Then you can do it. I believe in you. Cap Girl. I'm almost close to shedding tears. Give me a second. Alright, enough serious talk and sadness. Let's get into the Christmas spirit. Have you seen this beautiful Christmas tree? Oh God.
I'm a failure.
Oh, this beautiful Christmas tree, it's amazing, isn't it? Oh my gosh, look, it's so rad. Like, there's so many lights and like blue, gold, and lights, like for realsies. And on the positive note of this video, we're going to be doing a Q&A because I had made a community post before the depression kicked. Any questions that you wanted to ask me, I was actually going to use this for another video for the 1K special, but I don't know, things change, plans deviate. So, hey, why not do it this video? Who cares? Alright, so let's get into it. Let me pull up the questions. Alright, first question is from Polyron. Okay, what is it you like about Kingdom Hearts? Is it gameplay, characters, themes, the friends you meet along the way? You know what? I actually think about this question a lot because there's so much to like about the series. As you all know, like Kingdom Hearts has been the most successful thing on this channel, and one of my favorite things to do, actually, I just love to upload Kingdom Hearts because it's amazing. Oh my God, it's falling off my head because my head is so freaking big. But I think, like, when it comes to video games, my favorite thing about video games, like overall, is the gameplay. Right? You can have good story, but the point of the game is for you to play the actual game, right? So I really love good combat. Since I was a kid, ever since I was a kid, I would always play Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry is my top favorite video games. Devil May Cry is such an amazing series because the hack and slash, the combat is just so amazing. You can combo moves, and I love God of War for that too. Bayonetta is also another one that's very, very good, very good. Y'all should definitely play those games if you haven't, but games like those, I just love the combat. And with Kingdom Hearts, it does gift me that combat that I yearn for. I just love the combat in Kingdom Hearts. So that's why sometimes when it came to Chain of Memories in like 358 days, I was like, dang, I can't play the game and get to the combat. It was kind of like, I was like, but it's okay though. So yeah, I do love the gameplay, and I love the characters. I love the characters so much. Sora is. I never thought I would like Sora. I'm gonna be honest. When I first played, I was like, okay, this is a corny, cringy character. But now, after playing the games, understanding the story, and the times that we spent with our boy Sora, I love that character to the death of me. I love that character so much. He's so cool. So yeah, I love the characters, and I really love the music in Kingdom Hearts. I love the music so much. This music is so good, and obviously the story. The story is beautiful. Kingdom Hearts 2 was just so fire. And then 358 Days. God, they should have just made it an anime. Just honestly. All right, Mr. Rubik's 01. Your question. So, where did you come up with your name, Corn? Where did I come up with my name? Actually, I didn't come up with it. Well, if you're thinking about the name of the channel, the whole origin of the Corn, I'm here to tell you about it. So in high school, my freshman year of high school, I was introduced to this really cool group of friends that I'm still friends with today. I don't talk to them very much as often because, you know, I'm always busy. But they came up because my name is Carnell, right? My real name is Carnell, and people will always pronounce my name wrong. They'd be like Cornell, or I don't know, Cornelius. I'd be like, bro, where are you getting these names from? How do you go from Carnell to Cornelius? I don't understand. Yeah, they will always get my name wrong and say Cornell, and I always make corny jokes, and I always come off as a corny dude. So there was always like, hey, you're Cornucopia. And then it turned from Cornucopia because someone said, man, this is too much of a mouthful. I'm gonna call you Corn. And so that's how I never thought the nickname Corn would carry throughout my entire life. Even some of my professors used to call me Corn. I don't understand how I just don't understand how Corn actually carried me all the way through. So that's how you see Corn Games, Corn Puffles on Twitch and stuff like that. That's the original of my name, really. It's actually pretty cool. I really like the name Corn. I think Corn is a really funny, I think it's a really funny nickname, to be honest. Name your top 5 games of all time. Okay. I got it. Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3. Love that game. Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3! Bro, I love that so much, bro. My most played PS2 game ever. I love that game so much. If you haven't played Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3, play that game. It's so good. Okay, and then 2, God of War 3. God of War 3 was so good. I love that game a lot. The hack and slash was good. The story was nice. Kratos was brutal. It was amazing. And then obviously Kingdom Hearts 2. I never thought I would be putting a Kingdom Hearts game in my top, but Kingdom Hearts 2 is just amazing. That game has changed me so much, and I love the combat so much. And I'm still currently playing it. That's how much I love the game. And what else? Resident Evil 4, another very good PS2 game. That PS2 game has so many remakes. You can play it on the PS all the way to the PS5. Bro, that game has gone through generations, bro. Well, not generations, but more so like that game, you can play it anywhere, bro. That game is so amazing. I love Resident Evil 4 so much. That game is amazing. The adventure, the horror is amazing. And then last but not least, Devil May Cry 3. Devil May Cry 3 is amazing. You can do style switching. Hack and slash is so good. That combat is beautiful. Cool characters. I mean, there's not a lot of characters, but the combat is just so good. The game is so beautiful, bro. Then number 4, what question you wish someone asked you?
Well, not looking at all the other questions, let me say.
I got it. If y'all don't ask me what my favorite anime is, dang, y'all probably already know it, judging by the edits though. Scylla, Scylla. I hope I'm saying that right. I am sorry if I'm butchering it. Are you planning to be a full-time streamer, or do you have other career goals? I'm glad someone actually asked me that instead of assuming that I'm gonna be broke. I actually don't want to be a full-time streamer, because after streaming for a bit, I realized that content is way different from doing YouTube. It's just way different. I just don't think I would be really good. I don't think I would be a really good streamer. Like literally a full-time streamer. I'll be a really good part-time streamer. I like streaming and interacting with people. That's what I really like about streaming, is just the interaction with you guys. But besides that, it's really hard to keep like hours and hours worth of energy throughout a stream. It's kind of difficult, but it's still fun to do. But I wouldn't really do a full-time stream. With the career goals, my intention was to be a computer science. A lot of people probably know if you've really been following the content or certain videos that you've watched. But I was actually originally supposed to be a computer scientist. That was the whole goal, and so I could make games. My whole dream was to make games, but that got diminished. Things change, you know, whatever. And so I decided to just go ahead and do something that I am just good at, which is math. And so I majored in mathematics. I think I'll just probably be a data analyst, maybe, you know, probably get into programming again. So most likely a data analyst or a professor. That's basically one of my career goals if things go right. But yeah, and also with the stream, y'all should definitely catch it. I'll let you guys know there will be a Jackbox screen. There will be a Jackbox stream, so please watch out. Turn on your notifications for Twitch. Okay, so Hyper Nissan asked, what other series besides Kingdom Hearts are you thinking about getting into? I'm so glad you asked that. Man, I really want to work on more variety within this channel. I just don't want someone come to my channel and just see just a bunch of Kingdom Hearts. I want them to see Kingdom Hearts as the main thing, yeah, of course, and then something else, because eventually Kingdom Hearts is just gonna go away. It's not gonna be something I'm gonna be doing forever. To answer your question, to go into Legend of Zelda, I really want to get into that series. I've never played any Legend of Zelda game besides Breath of the Wild, but it's not connected to the actual original series. But I'm really want to get into like the lore and just the world of Legend of Zelda. I feel like it would be really cool. And I'm also going to do a gameplay of Alan Wake. And then I'm probably going to play that Five Nights at Freddy game too, if you guys are interested in seeing that Five Nights at Freddy games. For me, it looks really interesting. And but yeah, and a question for you and anybody else out there, what series would you like me to do? I really want to know. But that's some series that I'm thinking about doing. What Kingdom Hearts related thing has you most excited for? I'm really excited for Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep is like, I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like the hype for Birth by Sleep is really getting there. Like I'm happy we went through 358 days, you know, and exceeded my expectations, but I think I'm more hyped for Birth by Sleep than I was for 358 days still. Like, cause people been telling me like the cutscene that I haven't seen in Kingdom Hearts 2 is related to Birth by Sleep, and it's gonna have so much story and context and like who is behind the armor. And I can't wait to figure that out. I am so excited for that. I'm so excited for that. Synthras. Who is your favorite character so far? My favorite character, Axel. Have you converted to the religion of my boy Goofy? Is the smartest out of everyone in the series.
No!
What's the average airspeed velocity of an You really gonna sit here and then ask that question like I don't got Google right here, bro. Oh, the bird, man. Okay, y'all better not get on me in the comments. Like, bro, like, listen, bro. I don't know my birds and I don't know my animals. Get off me. But how the heck am I supposed to know that, bro? Soy Stoy. But your names are just difficult. I can't pronounce these. Which anime can you recommend and how old are you, by the way? What anime I can recommend is JoJo Bizarre Adventures. It is a very wonderful series. I love the anime a lot. Bro, the fight scenes are amazing. And if you read books, manga, read part 7. Part 7 is the best part in the entire JoJo series. It is the best part, undoubtedly. And also, how old are you, by the way? I am 22, pushing on to 23 in March. What are some of your favorite games you've played? Okay, one of my favorite, some of my favorite games that I've played. Well, let's talk about recently. Obviously, Kingdom Hearts 2 is definitely one of my favorite games that I've been playing. And also Devil May Cry 5, you know, it's not really recent, but Devil May Cry 5 is, oh my god, I just love that game so much. The combat is so good. I just love the Devil May Cry series as a whole. But yeah, I love that game, and I also really love Resident Evil. Resident Evil 8 to be exact. I know that game didn't get a lot of love, you know, by a lot of people. Like, they got a lot of love because, you know, how Lady Dimitrescu Dimitrescu looked and stuff like that, you know, because of her physique and all that, you know, the step on me type of memes and stuff like that. But besides that, you know, I don't know, that game didn't get a lot of love as it was supposed to. But yeah, that's some of the games that I really do like. What's your worst moment and best moment on YouTube? Okay, well, my worst moment would probably be when the racist comments started. I mean, that's probably would be my worst, really, just my worst moment, because there's not a lot of bad moments that I had on YouTube. And the best moment on YouTube is really you guys. You guys, like, the engagements in the comments have been amazing. Actually, one of the most commented videos is the 358 days for now that I do want to actually get into very soon. I'm going to do a Coffee with Corn going over that video and like doing kind of like a retrospective and responding and like talking to you about some of the comments that you had. Bro, there was so much engagement in that video, bro. It was amazing. You guys really tore it up in the comments, man. I really appreciate that. But yeah, my best moments on YouTube is really gaining you guys to be on the Cobb Crew. And I loved it when we all came together to like figure out the name for this community, Cobb Crew. What are you thinking about starting BBS? Birth by Sleep. We're going to start that next year. The start of next year, probably. But once we're basically, whenever we're done with Kingdom Hearts 2 and then getting that 358 days video out the way, we're going to start Birth by Sleep. That's when we're going to start. And it's going to be very soon. I won't take too long. I promise, Nathan. Hey, the homie Jelani. Hey, yo. How was your approach to YouTube changed in the last year and why? When I was first starting my YouTube, I was just going in just like on a whim, just like trying it out. You know, I wanted to do game reviews. I wanted to feel comfortable in my space. You know, I wasn't really showing my face like that, putting myself out there. I was just nervous, pretty conserved. But now I've gained a confidence level and a comfortability to be able to just yell, be more open on the camera and stuff like that. That's really how my like approach really changed doing this YouTube thing. Like, just being more open and just really being confident in just talking in front of the camera and or making certain decisions or making certain videos that I'm not sure of, and I just still make them anyway because of my confidence and stuff like that. I think that's what really changed, is just my confidence, man. All right, which Spider-Man is your favorite? Oh, Rafa, what's good, my boy? What is my favorite Spider-Man? Okay. Now, if you're referring to the movies, Andrew Garfield would have to be my favorite Spider-Man. I love the way he plays Spider-Man because the personality is just amazing. When I think of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, I think of the comic. I can see the comics relatability or whatever with Tobey Maguire and also Tom Holland's Spider-Man 2. Like, there's nothing wrong with their Spider-Mans. They're perfectly fine to me. I think it's amazing. But my favorite would be Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, because I just love the way he cracks his jokes, and his personality behind the mask is just really amazing. But when it comes to comics, I think Ultimate Spider-Man would be like, I guess is my favorite, one of my favorite arcs or lore. When it comes to his character, I really like the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, but a specific Spider-Man in the comics, I'll probably go with Miles Morales. I don't know, I just really love his powers. His powers is pretty cool, and not just because he's black, look like me too, so it's like, it's cool, like, cause like you don't see a lot of iconic black superheroes in comics like that. When you think of comic book characters or whatever, you would think of like Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, people like that. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously Black Panther too, right? I mean, everybody knows Black Panther, but not a lot of people know who Blue Marvel is and stuff like that. So it's really cool just to see Miles Morales really get his shine. I really just love his character and just love his growth in the comics. It's actually really good. Do you like Colombian bananas or African bananas? Dan, I have no idea. And okay, judging by your profile, okay, I can see why. I'm so slow. Oh my god, I love y'all so much, bro. It's amazing. All right, and that was the Q&A, man. I'm going to take this off because it's kind of uncomfortable for my. Hey, that Q&A was fire, bro. That Q&A was fire, man. I want to do another one like probably later in the future, man. That was really cool. Oh, to do a Q&A, that's so cool, bro. That's so freaking cool. But yeah, man. This has been really an amazing video, and also Merry Christmas to all of you. I should have said that later in the video. But as you see in this, it's Christmas Day, and I also hope you have a good day and happy holidays to you. And thank you for supporting me, someone like me. Out of million creators that's on this platform, you decided to support little old me. You guys are amazing, and shout out to the day ones. I will never forget the day ones. I don't want to say names specifically because I don't want people to be left out, but I will never forget the day ones. Who remembers the Silent Hill streams? If you can't answer that question, it's okay. But who remembers the Silent Hill streams, bro? All right, I'll see you guys later. Have a Merry Christmas. You're a lovely person. Have a lovely day. And remember, nobody can defeat you but yourself. All right. I will see you guys later.